HGT Live 24/7 presents The World This Week. Hello there, welcome to a special edition of News Bulletin The World This Week today on 17th November, Sunday 2024. Let's check out the global news now. Borrowing experience from his first term, the US President-elect Donald Trump has started picking up his loyalists for his second term, reflecting the lessons he has learned from his first. His determination to build an administration in his own image, with several appointments in his incoming administration, including filling 10 cabinet-level positions. Trump has tapped his staunchest allies and well-wishers for the positions he considers the most important, regardless of their past experience or qualifications for the job. The standout example is Trump's choice of Peter Hegseth, a military veteran and an ultra-controversial Fox News host who has been his die-hard supporter and advocate as Secretary of Defense. Hegseth, 44 years aged, will be the youngest ever in the post, with no previous experience in administration at any level. He will be in charge of the world's most powerful military, comprising some 2.3 million personnel, with an annual opening budget of $900 billion, and former Democratic Representative Tulsi Gabbard, who has been tapped to be the Director of National Intelligence, has no previous experience in national security and intelligence positions, even though she has served for long in the Army National Guard. The nominees for several key cabinet posts in the new administration of President-elect Donald Trump caught officials in Washington off guard this week and ignited a firestorm of criticism. Not all of this from Democrats. At this point, the newly elected Senate Majority Leader John Tierney of South Dakota is hedging his bets. "Quote-unquote, none of this is going to be easy," he said. That is an understatement, as at least 4 of Trump's second-term picks today could qualify as a problem nominee. Any of them could be the focus of negative media coverage and the cause of enormous discomfort for Republican senators who must vote to confirm. Trump has made clear he expects his party members to fall in line, and if they don't, he has often found ways to get around them. Tierney is respected by his colleagues and well-liked by his GOP conference, and he worked hard and raised impressive sums of money to help his party seize back the majority this fall. But soon he will essentially face a choice between Trump's demands and political and personal preferences for the Republican senators who choose him as leader. When those coincide, as they usually will find, and when they don't, and Tierney will need to find a compromise or choose sides. HGT Live 24/7 presents The World This Week.
An Israeli attack on a residential tower in Beit Lahia, North Gaza, has killed at least 72 people. Gaza's government media office says the civil defense says its teams are unable to reach the area and that dozens more are wounded and trapped under the rubble. Israeli forces continue to pound Beirut's Dahia as Lebanese authorities report 145 Israeli attacks across the country over the past day. Israeli attacks on residential buildings in Beit Lahia and Nuseirat and Barrage in Gaza have killed 96 Palestinians since this morning. The Gaza media office has said in a statement that condemned the attacks. "Quote-unquote, the occupation army knew that these houses and residential buildings contained dozens of displaced civilians, and most of whom were children and women," the statement said.
HGT Live 24/7 presents The World This Week.
German Chancellor Olaf Scholz spoke Friday with Russian President Vladimir Putin, the Kremlin leader's first publicly announced conversation with the sitting head of a majority Western power in nearly 2 years. And Scholz asked Putin to be open to negotiations with Ukraine, his office said. The Kremlin leader responded that any peace deal should acknowledge Russia's traditional gains and security demands, including that Kyiv renounce joining NATO. And the government spokesman Stephen Habstreit has said Scholz asked Putin in the hour-long call to withdraw his troops and end the full-scale invasion launched in February 2022. The conflict will reach its 1,000th day on Tuesday, and exiled Russian opposition leaders, including Alexei Navalny's widow Yulia, have set an anti-war rally for Sunday in Berlin. Quote-unquote, the Chancellor urged Russia to be willing to negotiate with Ukraine with the aim of achieving a just and lasting peace, and stressed Germany's unwavering determination to support Ukraine in its fight against Russian aggression for as long as necessary. Habstreit said in a statement.
HT Live 24/7 presents The World This Week.
Leaders of the Pacific Rim countries, including US and China, gathered Friday in Peru for an Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation and meeting, the first majority global summit since US President-elect Donald Trump's election victory. The annual gathering brings together 21 economies that jointly account for almost 2/3 of global GDP and half the world's trade, according to organizers. Outgoing US President Joe Biden joined China's President Xi Jinping and Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Indonesia's President Prabowo and Subianto, Japan's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba, Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, and others, as the world wonders how a new US government might upend global dynamics.
HT Live 24/7 presents The World This Week.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived in Abuja, Nigeria on Sunday, marking the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to the West African country in 17 years. This visit is part of a three-nation tour designed to strengthen India's global partnership. Upon arrival, Prime Minister Modi was warmly welcomed with a ceremonial reception by Nigeria's Minister for the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Ezeonu, who presented him with the symbolic key to the city of Abuja. He's on a 5-day visit to Nigeria, Brazil, and Guyana, strengthening ties and advancing bilateral and multilateral cooperation. Prime Minister Modi has expressed his gratitude for Nigeria's national honor, and he continued, quote-unquote, I express heartfelt gratitude for your decision to confer me with Nigeria's national honor. This honor is not just mine, but that of 140 crore Indians. This is an honor of centuries-old India-Nigeria relations. For this honor, I express heartfelt gratitude to Nigeria, your government and citizens. I believe that with our dialogues today, a new chapter would be added to our relations. Together, we will highlight the priorities of Global South on a global scale, and with our combined efforts, we'll achieve success. That's all for the time being, and thank you all for being with me. Keep watching HT Live 24/7 on YouTube, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Wish you a great weekend. Signing off. Bye for now.
America to Agatala, global news platform. Global politics, diplomacy, economy, education, health, culture, sports, international affairs, global turbulences, news from space, curiosity on aliens, UFO, etc. War and war effects on global economy, Sensex, share market, global tourism, global technology, artificial intelligence, and next. You are watching HT Live 24/7 on YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Telegram, Twitter, etc. Fashion, fair, future, and lot more. The World This Week.